Well, here's something that you notice when you're waiting. Looking at my shoes here, looks like I'm wearing right shoe on the left foot uh, and the left shoe on the right foot because the way it is they've been designed. But I wonder if that's what it's gonna be showing like in the actual uh, game. So let's see how it goes afterwards. Yeah, the shoes actually, the way they design makes you think if you're looking from an angle that you're wearing the shoe on the wrong foot, but they actually are of the same design copied over from left to right. So, but time to start and look. But first, see what they have to say. Much of it is going to be driven by recognition. Feeling the journey each other is going to be quite interesting and always but for now, best thing we can do. Question not. Question not. If the state comes back, that's if you're building the importance of their way, if they actually kind of back as from the let us, of course, make ambitions during the mission and possible right. Still, those more of what here, most some of them are fine. Yeah. Yeah. You know what Yashtola says? What exactly is their end game? Basically, from what I understand, is they are trying to use ATIP to cause chaos. Chaos is not with that moment. Thing you see, by causing chaos, they are trying to achieve. That comes back to the thing: who is the sleeper? When you sleep at that, what you call it? Xenos was saying the sleeper would not mind who's the sleeper. But the sleeper would not mind, but I want to know that one is. Why is the reason why you would not? Five here. Three. Right, so this thing is up to the end of the advance. Can't hear it, but shot. Wait, hold on, let's see. So he doesn't want to go to the stronghold. Right. Okay. Let's check that stuff. Level 85, 50. Level 85, 50. Through the cutscene. That's that. Six stuff bags, Chevy, question, guns, and yes, it's not the change. That is an interesting encryption aura. Those shielded button list of right. This that's what happened to our phone. Wait. West of it for those while there's but the fight actually for the mass and chain coming race. So what do you plan on this? What do you call it? There is really, I'm not suited for reading all this text because it was in airy fog since the of silence which did blanket this city. So it's already a ruined city now. Okay. The inhabitants appear to have been tempered and with many words spoken that they labored in a small palace in sonic. There was born of nightmare and madness. Yikes. They were intended to make trolls. It seemed to safe to assume that these as they were spitting with traffic light. Yeah, but how many members are there in traffic light? California. Keeps putting in traffic light. The army of Primal also requires but in life that one I see Alright, go ahead. Where you go? We will find out the shiny control of it. That's a first finally do clearly steadily. So no. More than is nothing on the door. Yeah, he's happy to go back. Okay, wish you a safety journey. Yeah. I really need to actually. With this. What should I actually do? We are going. On in my sights, yay! I got myself a sight. Right. There we go. This is that side, yeah, it's the relic weapon for Black Mages from Final Fantasy 11. That side, Black Mage relic weapon. End up in some way like that. That's the don't have to pause here because yeah, my loading kind of atrocious. How long it's gonna take? That's the joys of being a week late. Because of the work and stuff, I could not get even though I had the early access, but I could not get on. The evening. 5, 6,000 in the queue and do not have so many hours. Only got so many hours in which I can play. So not wait. Alright. Today I did not even go to work. That's what I can do. Surviving but I was working track and I was sorry. But hey, right. So here's the question. Everyone except for Estinian, myself, and I don't know if Tatru is free. Shut. So one at this point in time, they have already been shot. Not okay. Where is it? Where is the boat?
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule. Or so I'm...
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian?
I would think so. Yeah. That's I'm the only one who hasn't been there before.
Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
Hell yeah.
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Hey,
Better.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world. And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Yeah, Tataru, when you put it like that, yeah. Nice touch.
I'll hold you to that.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Don't tell me you're coming as well, eh? Boulder?
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
Right.
Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
I guess these two might be the last time we see them.
We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
You say that, but let's see how you're gonna do that. Eh? You don't have the echo.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
It's time.
then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey! And please, please, be careful.
That was it. Ornaments. Holding on too much life. But, something in the trailer or that this guy was like, they weren't there. Trailer. And yes, they see it in the trailer.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Now is the question, right after this, the trailer, goes never showed that in the trailer, now it showed that. The moment
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
So, are we going back underwater? Dragon. Dragon marks. Yes, I've got long loading time because I've got a old computer, so bear with me.
Here. Feel. Think.
Really? Are you gonna do this? This is the intro to Limsa Liminsa in one.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
No, maybe not.
Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Yeah, the list basically what it showed. Island talking.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself.
Island talking there, and you waking up.
In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck?
Yeah,
Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Like I was gonna say, that was the starting intro for Limsa Liminsa. You would basically be sitting here and you hear Heidelin and you will have your awakening if you're going upstairs. So this would be full of fog. And fog like you ascend into the again, then you would see the star shower as you go up the stairs. But that's different. Lavana. Oh, the lady up right.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last, my warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Yeah, why now? That is the main question. Why not before?
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Heidelin has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Oh, now this is an interesting thing. A promise made in another time, another age. The reason why I think I am working with Idling is that promise that been made. That promise that was made with SM, which is why SM was working with Idling. And since I am of SM, I may not remember the promise, but she does.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks! Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
No, I was too busy.
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Busy looking at the highway.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
I hear the song.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
The waterfront. still haven't forgotten the platinum.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we? Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry application?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
Why does that line of sound off?
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we...
Alphino Leveilleur,
and Alizé Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. The streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation? An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea, and it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter. And you, sir?
Estinian Valeno, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your
If you'll allow me... My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Croyle! It is good to...
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
That was a good save from Cryle. Before he could have been smart and say something stupid.
Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Only a small city. Charlian is the tiny little city. But twice the size of Idleshire. Let's see. Why do I call it tiny little city? Because it's only got one song. No one here that's so I don't get a. Oh yeah, there we go. But let's see annex. Like Riley is really expecting me. I'm gonna stop the first bit here and we'll